Hello everybody, I am Realm Builder Guy and welcome to a new Let's Play series here on Crusader Kings 3. As you can see from the title, we will be heading to the Rus, to the Kievan Rus, to the Rurikid dynasty. But before I get into who we're going to be using and the whole premise behind it, a little explanation as to what's happening to our friends in Scotland. I'm ending that one simply because I messed up in the game rules, and I'm going to show you here really quickly. Now, obviously, that was kind of a first look play into series, and since then I've been playing a little bit also off camera, and also watching what other people are doing, and have kind of had to tweak the game rule settings, and one in particular that's very, very important if you are making videos for YouTube or Twitch or whatever. So we're going to go here. So we're in the setup screen here for 1066. Go down to the game rules. So we're going to do normal difficulty. We are not going to play on Iron Man simply because this is YouTube. I need to save, and if something goes wrong, go back. Anyway, Exclave Independence. Here, we are going to limited. Haha. So exclaves of independent rulers at peace will be removed on succession unless connected to the capital area by one county via naval path or part of the de jure territory. It just makes the whole thing a little more realistic. And, realistic in the sense of Crusader Kings. So, next thing we're going to go down to here is regional heresies. We're going to go with strict. So the heresy outbreaks in certain regions will almost always be historical. Just gives it the more realistic flavor. Casus Belli, we're going to keep Mongol invasion on default. So they invaded around 1200, which will be very interesting for us in Russia. Culture conversion speed, I'm going to drop that to significantly slower because converting the culture just was happening too fast. And so I didn't really want that. And the other one, faith conversion, we're going to go to slower instead of significantly. As you can tell, we kind of converted the pagan Norwegians into Catholics pretty quickly. Diplomatic range, we're going to go here with restricted. And so it's going to be less likely that I'm going to make an alliance in North Africa if I'm in Eastern Europe. Just makes it a little more realistic. De jure requirements on, so titles in de jure land will eventually be destroyed if a character holds no de jure land of the title within their realm. And then here's the big one. Down here, character nudity. I had this to default. Never. We're on YouTube here, gotta make sure that happens. And also it's something that I would, occasionally I play this game also with my son, who's 10, and, it's just, he's not uptight, but, let's tone this down a little bit. So anyway, so we've got all that taken care of, and now I think it's time to find out who we're playing with. We're going to go to Novgorod. Very nice, very nice. Prince Mstislav of Ruthenia, one of the Rurikids, but no, we're going to go deeper, and we're going to go to below zero. And Prince Sviatopolk Izaslavovich of Ruthenia at 15. That's right. We're going to start with him, and I will show you the count of below zero here in a second. All right, so here we are. Far north. We're going to give you a lay of the land here in a second, but we're going to go into Prince Sviatopolk, 15 years old. So here's the one that makes it interesting. He is a legitimized bastard. So that gives him diplomacy -1 and dynasty opinion -10. So basically his half-brothers, they're just, no one's really keen on this kid, Sviatopolk. But the historical significance of this person, he is Prince Sviatopolk. He turns into Sviatopolk II, one of the longest-serving rulers of the Kievan Rus and the Rurikid dynasty for decades. His Christianized name was Michael, so there's the St. Michael Abbey, I believe it is, in Kiev, golden domed abbey that he had commissioned in honor of his Christian namesake, and but he was legit a bastard in the sense. I mean, his father, let's go here, is King Izaslav of Ruthenia, and he had an affair with a concubine at his court. Out of that concubine, or from that dubious liaison, came Prince Sviatopolk. So he's got a few brothers. We'll show them here real quickly. We've got Prince Yaropolk of Ruthenia. And he is in the county of Korsun. Korsun is down here in Ruthenia. Then his other brother is none other than his liege lord, Prince Mstislav of Ruthenia. He is the Prince of Novgorod. And the primary heir for that is his son. And then, last but not least, is, of course, well, this princess, Isaslava, yeah, her. So these are all his siblings. Now, the thing about the Rurikid, the Rus, the Norse Vikings of Eastern Europe, they had, when you look at how, let's go to him real quick, their secession laws were pretty straightforward in the sense of, well, they split everything up equally, so that's Confederate partition, I believe. And as such, it got split between all the different sons and nephews and all that kind of stuff. So we used to have this huge swath here, which was Kievan Rus, and then it got broken up and got broken up again, etc., etc., etc. So we have a few here. We actually have, so Ruthenia is ruled by our character's father. Then we've got none other here than Prince Sviatoslav of Ruthenia, Rurikid in Chernigov. Then we have Pereyaslav, which is Prince Svezvolot, and then Polotsk as well. So these are all different Rurikid dynasty holdings. And we also have a couple of other Russian independents. We've got Vladimir, and then we have Yaroslavl. Now, these are not of our dynasty, and as such, they will definitely be ones that we want to pick off. And our prince, Sviatopolk, Michael, is very, very interested in expanding. So he has two titles. So the county of Bizici, and the county of Below Zero. But he also has claims on the county of Chernobyl, Zvaihel, Zvitomir, the county of Kiev, the county of Turov, the Grand Principality of Kiev, the Grand Principality of Turov, and the Kingdom of Ruthenia. So he is in the line of secession, but he's got a few guys ahead of him. Mainly the ones that are, not illegitimate, so to speak, or not bastards. So we'll kind of see what happens. What happened in real life is there were mysterious circumstantial deaths of half-siblings. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Let's take a quick look here at Sviatopolk. So he, again, legitimized bastard. He is pensive, so stewardship and learning goes up. He is temperate, so stewardship goes up, and his health gets a small boost, which is nice. Virtuous to the Orthodox faith. He is greedy, so income goes up, diplomacy a little bit down, and he is just. So stewardship, intrigue goes down, learning up, vassal opinion +5. So he's just, and we're going to play this role-playing. We're going to stick to this because that's something I always encourage people that are going to play Crusader Kings to really get into it. Play your character. It gives so much more depth rather than min-maxing how you play. So anyway, if we take a look at the world here real quick. So if we go zoom out here. So here's Novgorod, Polotsk, Chernigov, Pereyaslav, and Ruthenia. And Ruthenia actually extends all the way down here, believe it or not. And then we have Vladimir and Yaroslavl. So these are kind of the Russian holdings. Life is interesting. So Novgorod to the north has the different Finnish tribes, and also directly to the northeast. When it comes to the west, you've got the Baltic lands of Estonia, Livonia, Lithuania, Courland, and so on. And then, of course, other Russian principalities to the south. You have more of these Finno-Ugric tribes out here. And then you have the Volga Bulgarians, very big here. And then the Kumanians, and then the Pechenegs to the south, the Hungarians, the Polish, and then, of course, Swedes, Norwegians, Danes, and the Holy Roman Empire. Now, these guys are probably not going to get really involved with what's going on this far east, but these guys definitely are. And the goal here for Sviatopolk will be, of course, to expand his own holdings. I mean, his domain, he's 2 of 6, so, I mean, he can add a lot. A lot. And so Yaroslavl and Vologda are definitely areas that he's going to be interested in. But first thing is, he's not even betrothed at 15 yet. So we will have to look for a spouse, see if we can find one. Now, he's a bastard, so we'll have to see what we can find. I'm not too worried about alliances per se. We'd like to find someone Russian, roughly our age. Let's see, she is lustful. This is Alexandra. Generous and compassionate. Lustful, of course, being good because, hey, fertility plus 25. It's going to be very important for us. So Alexandra, very, very interesting. We've got some from Poland here. And then we have unlanded nobility, or not unlanded, but we have unlanded people here as well. And some with inheritable traits, like this one's Sofia from Hungary. She's 16, same, just a year older. She's temperate, zealous, and diligent. Nice learning and stewardship, and she is quick. So this is a congenital trait. This will be passed on. Then who else we have here? We have someone who's comely, so pretty. Adds more to the fertility. And she's also Polish. Then we have another Polish gal here, Eugenia, who's also quick. Trying to see if there's anybody else here with that. Another comely one, Olga, Russian, who's arrogant, cynical, and diligent. And they all, you know, I mean, these are low-born. And it wouldn't be beyond a bastard like Sviatopolk to, you know, marry someone low-born. She is hale, so prowess, small boost to health, attraction, opinion, plus she's patient, lazy, unfortunately, and temperate. Let's see, what do we have here? She's a dwarf and fecund, so high fertility. We have here stuttering, congenital, quick. So anyway, let's go back to the top. Nobody here has claims. And she is Russian. I don't even know. I mean, this would give a potential alliance. And this is down here. Minsk, so that's in Ruthenia. You know, it's not really that important. I do like this one, the Hungarian gal. It's going to hurt our prestige is the problem, and she gets huge prestige from this. Does he care? Do we care about prestige? I mean, you do kind of, because that is something that's a rough one for us. Alliance power. Russian's not even 0 years old. Hungarian at 15. How's Abba? Forgiving. Relevance. Back up. Norwegian. Polish. Lazy, greedy, sadistic. No. Oh, it looks like we lost the Russian gal. Let's see real quick if I can find her again. Culture, Russian. Let's try to find her. Oh, is she down here? We had her somewhere. Oh, looks like she's gone. Let's just get out of that real quick. Reset. Alliance power. Nope, she's gone. So, reset to default. And relevance. Sadistic, Polish. You know, now we're just going to go for it. It's going to hurt the prestige, but we'll live with it. He's young. He's only 15. I do like that congenital trait. Now, the other thing I want to do here real quick is in decisions. Is you can see down here is notification when this all happens. So we're going to just tick all of these so that we never forget about them. Just a little tip here. And that'll pop up here in the Issues tab, which is really big. So we can raid, because we are, of course, tribal, which is something we will do. We're not endorsed by your suffragan bishop. We can declare 19 different wars. We can negotiate alliances. You are in line to inherit titles, but as you can see, 4th for Lot. But for the principality and the county of Turov, 1st in line. So that's interesting, and to keep heir in line again here, 1st in line for a lot of different things. So very interesting. We've got champions we can invite. We can declare wars. But let's look at alliances. So first of all, what I want to do is negotiate alliances with the family. Okay? Just because I feel like it's important to strengthen the ties of family, especially because, well, you know, we're a little bit not necessarily in a place of power. If we look at where we can declare wars, I wonder if Yaroslavl is on that list. Polotsk, Vladimir, Yaroslavl, Count Kirill, and we can take that county if we wanted to. So just to keep that in mind, that is a place we want to expand to. We have 674 troops at our disposal. And Yaroslavl has 403. Now, we have the alliances, so we can overrun these guys pretty quickly. And that will be a goal for sure. So, next up, let's look at our military here. Not much we can do right now. We've got 5 of 5 champions. Let's take a look at our champions. Pretty average, but it's all right. Let's take a look at our council. So, our suffragan bishop does not like us. And there's not much I can do. I can't sway him because we're not an adult yet. So we'll just do religious relations. Our chancellor will work on foreign affairs. Let's see if there's anybody better out there. No. Then we will have our steward go for taxes. Nobody better there. Our marshal will organize our levies. And we do have Kormi, one of our champions, but Mayor Dobrynya is one of our vassals. So we're not going to mess with our vassals. We're just going to leave that as is. And our spy master is going to disrupt schemes. And, yeah, we'll keep that as is. I mean, he's pretty high here. Unfortunately, we cannot do anything for those guys as far to make them like us more. At the court, we can search for a physician. So let's do that. And then intrigue, factions, and decisions. We've got nothing else to do there. Besides, let's just unpause here. Get the marriage going. Alliance is formed, of course, with our father. So, my dear son, I am honored by your request, and I will be glad to call you an ally. Perfect. Brother, to our sister, the princess. Marvelous news. The young Rostislav as well, so we've got some alliances going. Greetings, brother. Of course, Prince Yaropolk of Ruthenia. Perfect. And greetings, Count Sviatopolk. Betrothal. Excellent. Betrothal is running. And a court physician. We're going to go with the cheap option here because, you know, we need a physician, but we're not made of money. And I think the first thing we're going to look at doing then is invading Yaroslavl. Or let's take a look at Volkoda. They've got 371. Oh, budding attraction. Nestled in bed under my boarskin, I drift to sleep in a warm breeze. Before me lies a person, veiled in fog, gesturing an invitation. As I join them, as I touch them, the fog begins to clear, and in its place, a warm blush seeps over our skin. Lean down to kiss them. As I pull back, I'm greeted by a warm smile from a beautiful... Well, we need kids. Okay. So I can either be heterosexual, homosexual, bisexual, or asexual. We need kids, all right? So we're going to go down this route here. I think it's really cool that you can choose these directions, but we're going to go this way just because we need kids. So coming of age, I finished my education in the art of stewardship despite everyone's high expectations. I did not achieve much. Great. And my results left a lot to wish for. Thinking back on my childhood, I realized I never truly connected with anyone. Even as I saw others playing with friends or whispering about love, I never experienced such things myself. I'm certain the coming years will lead to new friends and new opportunities. I am now a man, so I'm gained the trait of indulgent, wrathful, and pensive. And lost the trait pensive. Okay. Betrothed to marry, so now we will send the proposal. Excellent. And we can pick a lifestyle. So stewardship is where we are already more destined for. Let's do a wealth focus, my land and the people, or duty. Let's get some money going here. It's going to be wealth. We're gonna focus on money with this guy. All right, wedding celebration. Of course, I will collect it. I will not pay for my own wedding because we need some money, peeps. We need some money. What do we have here? Radzislav created the cadet branch. Okay. Interesting. Council invitation. Greetings, brother. As an influential count, it is only fair that you have a voice on my council. In recognition of this fact, I hereby position of steward of Novgorod. Of course, we're going to accept that. And let's take a look here at Yaroslavl again. 473. We're going to start a war. Let's see, how many do they have? 396. Now they are Suomensko and Vespian. So Finno-Ugric faith, and they're a Balto-Finnic-Ugric culture. Kingdom titles. Yarmaland, Vladimir, Novgorod. Let's look at the empire titles. Russia. That is definitely one that we want to go for eventually. Duchy titles. Well, that doesn't really matter as much. So they are not allied with anybody. So, let's declare a war right off the get-go. We can just take the whole county. We can do a holy war. Cost 100. Within the target tile, rules are seized, and any Orthodox rulers are vassalized by you. And that only costs prestige. Let's do a holy war. Let's do that. Let's declare the war. Raise all of our armies. And let's see. Let's call him into the war. He will accept. Excellent. And let's ask the kid to join. Awesome. I think we've spent enough. We're way down in prestige, so it's time to get going here. Excellent. And off we go to war with the first army of below zero. High quality military. And ideally, this will be a relatively swift campaign to expand our holdings. We have 6 months left. Got our allies have come in. A new law. Liege has passed the limited crown authority. And see, we've got our allies coming in. Looks like there's... Oh, here comes a larger army. But we should still have our allies come in here pretty quickly. And join. But they're not engaging. Here comes another large army from the south. Okay, we're being raided. I'm not worried about that. Okay, where are you going? Don't go away. Why are you leaving? That's not good. That's not good. Now they're coming back. Pregnancy! Yay! So we have a child on the way. And here's a battle. Come on. Come on, allies. Get there quicker. There. They're here. And now will the battle turn not into our favor? I was hoping this would be a swift campaign, but it's not because they did get some allies. But we do have... And we lost a battle. Council positions empty. Our spy master died. I'll put Malfreda in there. Created the cadet branch of the Rurikid Vitebsk. Kinsman. Okay. Where are my allies? Oh, here comes a large army. It's my father. From the south. And the raiders from Smolensk are coming in as well. So this could go south pretty quickly. But the large Ruthenian army is coming in. What killed us here is the fact that he added an ally so quickly. And hopefully he will move this army across. There they come. They're coming in now. Here come the Ruthenians. And it chases off the enemy. Will they battle? Yes, they will. Let's go to the battle here. Let's take a look at this. The Ruthenian army will defeat them. It's looking pretty good. Very good, in fact. They will destroy the enemy. Alright, I have given birth to a perfect little daughter. Let's give her a good Russian name, Fyodora. And that battle is done and dusted. So let's go back home here. Faction created against you. Rise the peasant rabble targeting. Okay. So now there's another big battle, which the Ruthenian army will win. Enemy war leader captured. That's it. War score, enforced demands. Boom. Done. I don't know what just happened. There we go. And we have expanded. And now, my dear son, honor our alliance against King Izyaslav. We will expand this, and we will hit pause. And take a quick look. So now, below 0 is larger. We have too few of champions. And let's... I cannot invite because we don't have enough prestige. So the prestige needs to go up before we can do anything there. We need to increase the opinion of our bishop first. So we'll start in that scheme. Get that rolling. So anyway, so First War won, thanks to Daddy's help. But Daddy's in some trouble here because there's a war against tyranny of King Yaroslav. So the attacker is this guy, Count Ivan of Terabovl. 1,400 soldiers, single county count. So that's the next key thing. But we want to expand up north, and continue gobbling up here. That we got a little bit lucky, not gonna lie, in that first war. But we gained some money. We're gonna do some raiding next time. Help Daddy in the south, and continue to build here as we progress. If you enjoyed this, please don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new to not miss anything here. You see, Nizhny Novgorod has expanded here as well. So we've now actually, before I end this, so hit like, subscribe to not miss anything. Novgorod has now, this other territory, we're now a land bridge in one nation. So Yaroslavl, Vladimir, and these tribes up here are definitely going to be in trouble. So anyway, until next time with the bastard Sviatopolk of Novgorod of below 0. I am Realm Builder Guy. I will talk to you soon.